That's great, Phil. Aaron made a good point there about it's reviews as being a tactic, being one kind of outlet. In your role as a consultant, Phil, working with your clients, how much of your role is just to focus on the tactical delivery or the tactical outlets for reputation, as opposed to working with the client on maximizing their reputation in other parts of their business? Do you do any work on that front?
I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know what you would consider an example of the latter. I mean, it's kind of all, it's sort of all tactics. Aside from the basic, I mean, the client needs a basic drive of, understanding why reviews matter and wanting them and wanting to do a good job for their customers. And I think as long as they have those basic kind of drives and they're motivated in those ways, I think it all comes down to really the how. How do you get happy customers to speak up? How do you prevent, a mildly negative or even a very negative online review from becoming a PR disaster? And I think Aaron nailed it when he said that too many business owners get hung up on having reviews as an endpoint, sort of getting hung up on them as a kind of the end-all be-all, rather than sort of a conduit for feedback about hey, how are we doing? How can we improve? And I think one sort of piece of low-hanging fruit that not only a lot of business owners but a lot of SEOs overlook is they don't read their own reviews. They don't go through, read them in entirety, see if there are any new reviews regularly on this or that review site, and they don't mine the reviews for not only sort of complaints but also content ideas or sort of what made that reviewer want to write a review next. Like, for instance, I have a home inspector client who is a beast at getting reviews, and one thing I found, after reading his reviews is that what the happy customers really talk about more often than anything else is how thorough he is in his home inspections. So, we sort of decided to play that up on his website. So it becomes sort of this feedback where you do a good job for customers, you get reviews, you learn about the things that made the happy customers happy, you sort of play them up more, and you address whatever complaints that they bring up in their reviews, either sort of when you're on the phone with them or sort of even on the website before they even become a customer. So that's a long way of saying that I think business owners